In the Valley of Peace, a land in ancient China inhabited by anthropomorphic animals. A giant panda named Pa helps his goose father Mr. Ping run their noodle restaurant, but dreams of fighting alongside the furious five tigress, monkey, crane, viper and mantis, a group of kung fu masters who live in the Jade Palace, where they are trained by Master Shifu, a cranky red panda. One day, the wise tortoise, Master Oogway, the founder of Kung Fu and the valley's spiritual leader, predicts that Shifu's former beloved apprentice, the snow leopard Tai Lung, will escape from prison and attack the valley to obtain the Dragon Scroll, a legendary artifact said to grant limitless power to its reader, which he had previously been denied. Panicked, Shifu sends his goose assistant, Zhang, to fortify the security at Chorgom prison, where Tai Lung is held. Shifu holds a tournament for the five so that Oogway can identify the dragon warrior, the prophesied hero worthy of reading the scroll, and arrives too late to enter the arena. Desperate to see his idols, he accidentally launches himself into the middle of the tournament off a chair propelled by fireworks. Oogway proclaims Pa the dragon warrior, much to Po's and the master's shock. Shifu refuses to believe that Pa can be the dragon warrior, and the five dismiss him after he has a horrible first day of training, so Pa is dejected and considers quitting. However, after receiving encouragement from Oogway, he endures a frustrated Shifu's harsh training and gradually befriends the five with his resilience, culinary skill, and good humor. During this time, Tigress informs him that Shifu's distant behavior stems from his shame over Tai Lung's betrayal owing to being denied the Dragon Scroll, as Oogway sensed darkness in his heart, having raised him from infancy. At Chorgom prison, Zhang's warnings are ridiculed before Tai Lung uses one of Zhang's feathers to easily escape and subdue his guards before sending Zhang back. Shifu informs Oogway, who makes him promise to believe in Pa as the dragon warrior, names him as his successor as the valley's leader, and ascends into the spirit realm. Shifu then informs Pa and the five of Tai Lung's escape and Oogway's passing, and tells Pa he is the only one who can stop him. Horrified by the bad news, Pa runs away, but Shifu stops him. When Shifu asks Pa why he chose to stay, Pa tells him that he hated who he was, and he felt that despite Shifu's harsh treatment, he still believed Shifu could change him. Pa then makes Shifu admit that he does not know how to train him to be the dragon warrior. Tigress overhears this and leads the five in an attempt to stop Tai Lung, believed Shifu could change him. Pa then makes Shifu admit that he does not know how to train him to be the dragon warrior. Tigress overhears this and leads the five in an attempt to stop Tai Lung. Meanwhile, Shifu discovers that Pa is capable of impressive physical feats when motivated by food, and successfully trains Pa by incorporating these feats into an innovative style of kung fu. The five fight Tai Lung, but he ultimately defeats them with his nerve strike technique, leaving only Crane, who carries the rest back to the valley as a warning. Shifu decides that Pa is ready to receive the Dragon Scroll, but when Pa opens it, he discovers that the scroll is nothing but a blank reflective surface. Believing the scroll to have no power, Shifu has Pa and the five evacuate the inhabitants of the valley while he faces Tai Lung alone to help everyone else escape. Trying to console a distraught Pa, Mr. Ping reveals that his secret ingredient soup has no secret ingredient at all, explaining that things can become special with belief. Realizing that this is the message of the Dragon Scroll, Pa rushes back to help Shifu. At the Jade Palace, Tai Lung brutally defeats Shifu, but he discovers that the scroll is missing. Pa arrives with the scroll, saving Shifu's life and prompting them to fight. Pa proves to be a formidable opponent, gaining an edge on Tai Lung with this confusing fighting technique. Tai Lung eventually obtains the scroll, but does not comprehend its blank surface. Furious, Tai Lung uses his nerve strike technique on Pa, but he proves to be immune to it due to his body fat absorbing the nerve impact. Pa overpowers Tai Lung in combat and banishes him to the spirit realm by using the legendary Wuxi finger hold technique, which he taught himself. Pa is honored by the valley and the five, and relaxes with a recovered Shifu.